So some of you want to insist on white women being friends of the black community, or black men are attracted to white women. Now, that attraction thing is a loaded word. Let me take that back. Black men, y'all think that black men prefer white women. That sounds better, okay? A brother can say he's attracted to a white woman. That doesn't mean he wants to be with that white woman or he wants to be intimate with that white woman necessarily. White women have never had to pay for their actions, nor have white men, but white women in particular. Now, if you're a white woman and you hear some of this, you're gonna say, "What do you mean? You must, oh, you reverse racist. You're lying." Well, the reason why I say this is because throughout history, white women have been a part of black people misery, male, female, young, old. The last year, white women have been caught on camera saying and doing things that blacks have been yelling that they've been doing for years. And the media is treating it as if there's some aberration. Even some blacks act like, what's getting, we ain't got into white people. But by those black folks saying it on TV, y'all dismissing hundreds of years of white women doing this. And this is not new. It's just that technology is caught up with science fiction. So you can record things real time, get audio or video of them doing what we've said they've done. When I was starting out doing my context, I said white women would get in my face in public or at work. And there was some people say, yeah, right. How many times have people on YouTube, on social media said, this white lady did this and did that, and y'all like, yeah, right. And every now and then you might get a video and they say, well, how do we don't know what started. Oh, you know what started it. She felt she was feeling herself. We've seen white women in department stores. We've seen them in supermarkets. We've seen them in doctor's offices. We've seen them on public transportation. We've seen them at concerts. We've seen them on talk shows. We've seen them go there. And usually their venom is directed towards black folk. Yeah, every now and then they're going on the so-called Hispanic. Because they let you know that you ain't white. There have been a lot of white folk lately have been saying stuff that I've been pointing out for years, that the so-called Asian, the so-called Hispanic, the so-called Italian, the so-called Arab, the so-called Indian, the so-called Native American, y'all ain't white. They use y'all to inflate their numbers. And black folks, we didn't bought into that. Stop calling these people white. They ain't white. But white women, they hold that venom for us. Y'all remember that white male, that white woman was accosting that black mailman about what, 10 years now? Or maybe 11 or 10 years now. And what did she went? She was mad because he wouldn't give her the letter back. But it's a law. Once you drop the mail in their mailbox, you had to wait till that mail is processed, or you had to go to the distribution center and say, look, this you had to carry on this route. I'm looking for this. Da, 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 da. You had to go through a procedure. You had to show ID, show proof, everything. But no, she wanted him to lose his job and break procedure. Instead of focusing on him and what need to be done, she turns on, well, you know, black women don't respect you. I'm like, how the hell is this turn into a black woman thing? Because she was trying to make it like, we respect you more than your own women. And that had nothing to do with what she did. But she brought it up because she felt she could. How many people went in on her, criticized her? Not enough. But what was white women? It was crickets. Because they do throw that up. When black women criticize white women for getting the butt implants and dip injections and the suntan on, what do white women do? They go right to the most sensitive thing black women, they go to their hair. But when black men tell sisters like, embrace who you are, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, but why are you mad at us, but not the ones who are throwing shade at you, who's emulating your beauty standards? How many white women we seen have just fucked with black women in public for no reason, and then when a sister like she about to kick their ass or kicking the ass, people run to the white woman's defense, but don't realize that the white woman the one that got in the face. That's why I love the fact that these digital these cell phones got video capabilities now. We've been warning y'all for years about them. Now, if you're a white woman, this ain't you, then you need to be mad at them white women who engage in this behavior. Because y'all going to get lumped up one day when somebody snap. They're going to lump all y'all in the same group. But the reason why I bring this up is this white woman who was in the in the Virgin Islands. The Virgin Islands was yelling that she supported Trump. Okay, you like Trump. That's your prerogative. But at the same breath, she said she hate niggers. You're in the Virgin Islands. Folks, I want y'all to think about that for a second. She's in the Virgin Islands with nothing but black folk. In the Virgin Islands calling people niggers. Now, I didn't see the video because for some reason, they ain't gonna put that video out until maybe later on somebody on copy and post it. But all I got is a screenshot and the story to go along with it. One of her allies told her, "Stop, Vicky." Some say they think they said might have said Nikki, but the story they saying is her name is Vicky. Vicky, Nikki, whatever. She would say, "I hate niggers." What did black folk do? And let me take that back. I'm not accepting that we are niggers, but we know she's directed towards black folk, so I'll pose it this way. What did we do to this woman? Nothing. It's nothing that you and I can do to her that can take anything away from her. You probably can beat the crap out of her. You can probably kill her. That's as much as you can do. But dictating how much she live, how much she get paid, how the world see it, we got no control over that. Because they always going to be seen as a delicate flower, the girl next door. If you don't believe me, watch Inside Edition. Look how they describe white women on that show, young and old. Watch how they describe them. Everyone is beautiful. The beautiful girl, beautiful, 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 beautiful. The black woman, you don't even hear that word mentioned. How many times do we see white women getting accused of messing with children? Bestiality by white women. White women plotting to kill their husbands or their parents or their boyfriends, or they snapping in classrooms across the country, workplace. Nobody calls them out because they always protect. They see as delicate flowers, but they're not. So I say to you again, why does white woman feel so comfortable? This is rhetorical. Why does she feel so comfortable saying what she said? Because she knows society, they may frown on her for about maybe 4 or 5 minutes, but ultimately, she going to be proven to be right about the racism or a certain mindset in this country. This chick yelling, she hate black people, she hate niggers. You're in the Virgin Islands and you saying that. It's funny how those of y'all claim to hate black folk or look down on us, you want to dress like us, dance like us, eat like us, cook like us, sing like us, do everything that black folk do that seem to come easy in what we create, and y'all want to steal it for y'all own. But then once you steal it, we did it, F you niggers. Virginia, why do I keep want to say Virginia? Virgin Island Vicky. You got some nerve. And what gets me, these white women be talking all this crap, but they go down to Jamaica, the Bahamas, chasing black penis. I told y'all when I was in my early 20s, I didn't get my nigger moment being around white females. Now, I'm not saying all engage in this behavior, but a majority of them do. And this past year alone, the number of videos and instances should tell you this is how they do. And then when something happened to them, they're like, what happened to my sister? What happened to my daughter? What happened to my wife? What do they do? I miss her. She just disappeared off the face of the earth. No, because you know what? She kept fucking with people. And I'm not saying black folks are killing them. Please don't take that out of context. But they get arrogant and they fuck with people. And after a while, they get arrogant. They fuck with people across the board. See, black folk, we might play the dozens with them. We might say, bitch, I'll knock you. But she take a step further, mess with a white man. What you say? Stabs her neck. Stabs her. Shoots her. Beat her to death. Look how that white guy killed his wife and his daughters. He buried her in the grave, a shallow grave, and put his 2 daughters in an oil canister. or oil drum, excuse me. Yesterday it was found out that the woman that went missing on Thanksgiving, her fiance killed her. But y'all too busy watching us and projecting on us that we're the villains of the story. I just laugh at how y'all want to make us the boogeyman and disrespect us. But the people closest to them are the ones causing them grief, but they don't go after them. They fuck with us because they know we're not going to respond a certain way. That's why the Me Too movement was able to quickly shift over to on black men, because we're believed to be the worst of the worst. But nobody never questioned a white woman like, why are you interacting with them? If you think of black people this way, why are you doing this? And that's a rhetorical question. They already know why. They're obsessed with us, but at the same time, they hate us. I'm like this. If you don't like black folk, don't come around black folk. Don't interact with black folk. But it's virtually impossible. It killed me how some white folks try to be racist, but yet you go to McDonald's, you got a black server. Excuse me. I mean, Virgin Island Vicky. I hate niggers. I love Donald Trump. Fuck niggers. I hope niggers die. I mean, she went on a whole diatribe. And people around saying, calm down. Stop. Excuse me. Cough fit. This is how they get down. And then when brothers try to tell our sisters or brothers that, yo, man, y'all got it wrong. If a black man says a white woman is attractive, that don't mean he's throwing black women under the bus. He just being a man. He being honest. That don't mean that we want to go stand with them like that. No. Because we know at some point that word going to come out or that attitude going to come out. But the thing is, this chick is in the Virgin Islands, surrounded by black folk, and saying what she's saying. People going to say, well, maybe she was drunk. Nah. And let's just say for shits and giggles she was drunk. Your inhibitions are released when you drink. Things that you wouldn't say in polite company, you're like, I'm drunk, motherfuckers. I can say what the fuck I want. I can do what the fuck I want. I keep trying to tell y'all that they exhibit more racism than their men. And if they men do it, they do it on a slide. So they wait till 20 deep. Then they have a problem going out to say what they gotta say. White women have no boundaries. They say whatever pops out of their mouth, and then when you call them out of it, but I didn't mean it that way. Oh yes, you did. Too many black men and women and children died at a young age or died a violent death or lost their livelihoods because of a white woman's word. But people tend to want to ignore her words. This woman knew exactly what she was saying. And y'all can sit there and try to rationalize or hide her identity. When black women conduct themselves in a questionable manner, do you see me and others try to defend me? He's like, nah, you wrong. Now, if they have a psychological issue, then you might give them a little bit of room. But every time white folks get caught, well, they had a nervous breakdown. They have a psychological. No, there's a difference. You can tell when somebody got issues. you can tell if you're aware of your surroundings. Cities and towns burnt up because of a white woman's word. I mean, look at this image. How she's ah! I mean, you sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying. Virgin Island Vicky got a nerve to be racist in the Virgin Islands. All them black folk. But see, she feels comfortable. She can go around the planet and say what the hell she want, and there's supposed to be no consequences. We shall see. We shall see.